What's up, motherfuckers? It's your boy Comics on the Edge. Welcome back to the low grades. All right. Hey, everyone. Thanks for joining back with us. The low grades here. As always, we got our boy Rob's Fat Stacks in the house. What's up, Rob? How you doing, man?
Well, I'm happy to have a working mic and headset.
Me myself, I am Comics on the Edge. Do you want me to introduce you to James, or you
No, it's okay.
no? And of course, we got Comic Raider in the house. What's up, James? How you doing today, dude?
Oh, dude, I am fantastic. Yeah. Happy to be here, guys. Happy Valentine's Day.
Well, I'm just glad that you got your technical difficulties worked out. I mean, I know aesthetically it doesn't seem like you're comfortable in this headset, but or maybe it's a different way that you're not used to doing the show in. Obviously, it's not. I've never seen you wear this headset. I'm not really like keen with the color, but you might like green more than I do.
No, so yeah, I don't know what happened. Not gonna figure that out right now. No, the only headsets that I have is I have my PS5 headset, which I'm not unplugging from my PS5, and then this is a headset that my dad had found and had given to me. It was brand new. He found it, and so it is now mine. And I guess in case of an emergency, it at least for now will come in handy. So yeah.
Well, look at that, man. Your dad came in clutch. He didn't even know it.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude.
Saved me today. So yeah, it's the audio is okay. I sound like shit, but
You sound good. You sound really good, man.
Okay. Well, I don't hear very good through these, but that's okay.
Oh,
we'll deal with it.
I think the reason why I think you sound good is because I think the mic that you normally use, once you if you're far back enough, the sound dips pretty good,
Yeah, no, for sure.
Within this case, I think you have the mic running on your headset too, right? Or is that through the cam?
I don't know.
You don't know.
The way that it is set up in the settings is it's saying that it's still coming through my mic, but
Okay.
I already turned this on and off, and it didn't change that. So, but I got audio, and apparently you guys can hear me, so we'll just run with that.
Oh yeah, dude. Hey man, I told you, never give up, never give in.
Yeah.
And look at you. Well, you're here, dude.
Look at us.
But you might be in a bad mood right now, but more times than not, being on the low grades just heightens your happiness in a way.
It does. We have that effect on people, so hopefully,
We do.
We can have that effect on me. So we'll see.
I would put money on it.
If not, there's always an alcoholic beverage I can go get, and then that'll make me feel better.
Why wait?
I know.
You know what I'm saying?
Coffee.
Like,
forget coffee. It's a different kind of night,
Yeah. All right, everyone. Well, I mean, I'm glad that it's Friday. It's well, we'll just go through the chat right now, and we'll get on through our days. Just to let everyone know, we will be dropping the link. We will be dropping the link. We haven't done it in a long time, so if you got something to say to our fucking faces, now's the time.
All right, let's go through. So first up is Rob's Fat Stacks of Comics. Says, if I am the first to post in the chat of the low grades, does that make me the winner or the first loser? Life's all about perspective, my man. So it just depends on how you're feeling that day. For me, I'm feeling like the latter right now.
You definitely beat Phil to it, so he's normally like one of the first ones.
True. No, we will never get canceled. If we haven't been canceled yet, I don't think it's happening. You know, we tend to still be here.
We try.
They need us. YouTube needs us. You all need us. So yeah, we can't get canceled. Stand by for broadcast. We are currently experiencing James difficulties. That is facts. That is also facts. Well, if anything, it is my mic, which would be an Amazon warranty. But I will be getting the next one from Best Buy if it comes down to that. But we'll find out. I might have a new pickup next Friday. We'll see. Late grades for super late grades tonight. This was honestly just my ploy at turning all the attention on me because I knew that he was taking off the link, and I just wanted everyone to focus on me for the first part of the show. And so
it worked.
It's working.
Yeah. Good job, dude.
Yeah, hell yeah. So sorry. Hi, JD. JD is here. I don't think I said hi on his first comment. Or Rick, actually. I think I'm just reading them. So hi, Rick. Hi, JD. How are you guys doing? Does GMs need me to help him? I think I figured out, but thank you. I will ask GMs, though, whoever that person is. What is up, Caroline?
Caroline, what's up?
Tell James to quit watching Law & Order SVU and get his ass on stream. Sorry. You know, that Olivia Benson and Detective Tutuola, man, they get me. They get me. Yes, everyone, please hit the like button. Of course, we definitely could use that for show. Yes, a Hulk headset. Yeah, you know, I'm Red Hulk versus Falcon, and this was like my way of somewhat showing appreciation to the Hulk, I guess. No, hell no. Never want to be like that guy. But let's see. Oh, where is it? I can't even tell where it is. Did you hear that? No?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then maybe there you go.
That
let's see. Uh-oh. There we go. Get a Wave 3. I will look into said Wave 3.
Yeah, from GameCube. Remember that?
No, I don't.
The wireless controllers? The Wave? No?
Oh, really? Well, I never.
It's also a radio station over here in LA.
You know this? Nice. All right. Okay. I think we're caught up. Yeah.
All right, cool. So today is Valentine's Day. I don't know much about your significant others, but if I were to, if I really thought about it and considering the circumstances, I would say that your significant others are pretty understanding and not so demanding. It's Valentine's Day and we're here. I mean, not only do we spend our weekends here, but we're spending holidays here sometimes too, like Valentine's Day.
my wife left me today. Thanks.
Oh,
Nice. Yeah.
didn't see that coming.
Super supportive.
She left me to go on a road trip to Oregon to visit my youngest,
Wow.
and took the boy with him and just left me with the dog.
You didn't give her a hard time for leaving you on Valentine's Day? Just cause?
I have a 4-day weekend all to myself. What are you talking about?
Well, you know, you still gotta like hang it over their head just a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
And then just act like you're totally not going to enjoy it.
For 2 weeks, I've been using this joke of my wife is leaving me, and she's always running over to clarify.
Nice.
Just for
Good
the
man.
weekend.
Good man.
Well, what about you, James? I mean, how did you get to do the show and not have to go out to an expensive restaurant or stand in line for 3 hours to get a couple nibbles of something?
So we both worked today. That's number one. Number two, now that you said that, starting to put two and two together, and maybe she is the one who actually messed with my mic and sabotaged me. I was hoping that I would not get on today. So
that's pretty demonic if you think about it.
I think I do need to check these tapes and figure out who the culprit was.
Because dude, let's be transparent, man. You had the towel and you were about to throw it in, dude. You were you're like, fuck this shit. And I was like, dude, don't give up, man. Hang in there. and you're like, okay, I'm gonna try this one
more
thing, and if it doesn't work, I'm out. I'm not doing this shit, right? Verbatim.
100%, 100%.
Okay, and I was like, never give up,
Never surrender.
never surrender. And look at you, dude. I mean,
We're here. We're here.
you're here, dude, and you sound better. And you know, I mean, the attitude can go, but
Look at it like this, James. The longer you're sitting here with us, the less likely it is you're to have another child.
That's true. That is also true. Yeah. Yeah, no, there will be none of that. But yeah, so okay, so we both worked. Then she apparently sabotaged my settings.
for sure, 100%.
We are
did.
gonna go. We decided we're gonna do breakfast on Sunday, instead of going out tonight. There
I
was
like
an
that,
idea.
man.
There was an
I li-
idea that was thrown out, and I
Uh-huh.
said I don't really want to like do something like that while I have the show, because all I'm gonna be stressing about is trying to make sure that I get back to the show,
Yeah.
even though I still wasn't on time anyways.
Was it
So,
camping?
It was close. It was a hiking trail thing.
Ooh,
So close. Dodge that
Ooh.
bullet for now. But I did say something about like we would do it later. But yeah,
That's
not
rough,
on a
dude.
Friday.
Later,
Not on a
as long as you
Friday.
make it sure it's an undefined later
Yes.
rather than a defined later.
I always come through. It could be years from now when you forgot.
That's right.
But I always come through. Yes.
So
but yeah,
imagine
that's how
she's
I
not
feel.
watching right now, James. How much do you like hiking?
I don't know. We've never done it, but
Ooh, okay.
yeah,
Try new
which is-
things.
which
I
is
like
on
that.
me. But yeah, something different.
Yeah.
Ooh.
But yeah, so anyways, so we decided Sunday morning we're gonna go breakfast instead, and that should
Two
be fun,
or with
'cause
all the kids?
it's gonna be all the kids. It's gonna be a whole thing.
Ooh,
It's gonna be a whole thing.
wow, man.
They're
IHOP?
pretty
It's Valentine's.
No, so we have a chain over here, Huckleberries.
Okay.
I don't know how far they extend out, but it's really, really good shit. And they
Okay.
have the best peach iced tea, so I'm definitely going for that.
Oh, you know how you are about that.
Oh yeah, it's good. But yeah, so we're gonna do that, and then after that, we're gonna come home, and we are going to prepare
Cream pie.
for the Daytona 500. Close enough, but yeah, the Daytona 500, because Super Bowl was last Sunday, and yeah, there you go. Let's put me back in a good mood here. That went my fucking way. All right, that was such a good one.
Oh, I thought you won money.
We went over to a friend's place, and they're Eagles fans, and so it was just a whole house full of everybody that was happy. And
Nice.
oh, dude, man, and yes, I will accept my place as a Chiefs hater. I'm a Raiders fan, for those who don't know, so I feel like, what do you expect? Of course I hate them. And yeah, to see them not only lose, but to get their ass beat
Yeah.
felt so good. And yes, I understand my team wasn't there, blah, blah, blah. Doesn't matter. Still felt fucking amazing. Still felt amazing.
Yeah.
So, yeah, now we're going to hope that, this next Sunday, Daytona 500 goes my way. And, we got two great Sundays back to back. But we'll see. We'll see.
Let's see. We got.
I know, I do need to catch up here.
I got it.
We got Sabrina here.
Okay.
Happy Love Day, you beautiful fuckers. Thank you. Thank you. I hope Anthony or Antonio did something for you, but I doubt it.
Or they can do it tomorrow, right?
Or tomorrow. Yeah, right. Or
Yeah.
Sunday morning.
I like that though, dude. Compromise is a great trade in a relationship. Who cares what day you celebrate what on? Just do it the next day. I feel like there's so much bullshit that goes along with this whole Valentine's Day. You get separate menus. The wait time is ridiculous. The prices are bumped up. Like, come on. Who wants that?
Yeah.
I could understand if you're dating, maybe, but like, even if like you're kind of dating and the girl expects that on Valentine's Day, that's kind of a deal breaker, right?
Yeah.
Like you want to suffer through all that? Like, really? Come on.
No, I agree. I mean, so when I was on my way home today, I work. I mean, everyone knows where I work at. It's off the freeway, and it's right. There's also a mall right there, and so it is a incredibly busy intersection. And when I know that it's going to be busy, I take a detour home, and I took said detour today, and still ended up in fucking traffic, all the way home. And I only have a 10-minute drive, so when I say traffic, I'm talking city streets are in traffic, which is a
Yeah.
problem. And I'm that guy who's like, is nobody working today? Everybody got today off? Like, where the fuck is everybody going? And so I already knew at that moment, this is at like 3:00. I already knew at that moment, hell no. Like going anywhere is gonna be awful because it's already packed as hell. So yeah, no thanks. That 2-3 hour wait, no thank you. Your missing square just showed up. Yes, the missing piece. We have SD here. I'm not even gonna bother commenting on that part or that part. Let's see.
I'm gonna go ahead and drop the link right now. You might have to wait backstage for a bit before you bring you on, but yeah, if you want to join, go ahead and click that link.
Caroline, you might. Hey, you know what? You might be onto something, Caroline. A frozen pizza and a 6-pack. Sounds
I
pretty
just ordered
freaking
pizza.
good to me.
And had it delivered. So it was warm.
Nice.
Because frozen
There you
pizza is hard to chew.
go. Yeah, I will definitely be ordering some pizza for Daytona.
Matter of fact, since my wife was gone, I ordered 2 pizzas, so I got pizza for days while they're
Yes,
gone.
Oh
leftovers.
shit! Look at you.
Yeah.
You don't gotta go
what's
nowhere.
going on,
You could just
bro?
lock yourself in your house.
Could. I got to go out tomorrow morning, but
What's going on, Mo? Okay, so Sabrina says she got a PSP. Oh no,
No.
shit.
Got my PSP and a shit ton of other stuff.
that's better than PCP, or is it?
All I need is 6 shotty, and I am not going to read that last part.
And
but
some
thank you.
dick.
That's a TMI right there. Oh, thanks, Cisco. Really appreciate it. Take out in horror films, way better than the crowds on V-Day. That is also a great solution for the day, for sure. Let's see. We have the link here in case anybody missed that part. Is that why Yeasty Rob is so talkative during the low grades? Does he down some espresso before the show?
Not today. I'm still trying to recover from last week. I've been able to sleep now, so no, that coffee doesn't really have that effect on me. It's just I'm back to my normal flavor and I'm happy. You know,
Okay.
There was a good experiment. You know, maybe me and Rob will do it one day. You know, I'll get some black coffee and you get some fucking CC Lala
Heavy cream.
food drink. Yeah, there's some milk, a glass of milk.
Nice. We do have Acres of Movies stopping in. Hello and thanks, Heart Stacy. Hello, Stacy. What is your favorite Dirty Harry movie?
Oh yeah,
Nice.
Dirty Harry.
Don't think I've ever seen one all the way through, so I won't even bother. Damn, I think I want to date lady. I'm saying the 6-pack of frozen pizza, man. Not bad.
I mean, you know, if you're in this yeasties,
Celebrating. Huh.
yeastiness.
I'm just coordinating SD with that Fire Throwback Thursday that I posted the other day. I'm just bringing the green aesthetic back. That's all. That's all we're doing. Some eggplant. Oh, okay. Eggplant parmesan.
That makes sense.
Got it.
Did I get another? I'm saving that for special occasion.
Special day.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, we're caught up.
Yeah. So, me and my wife, we haven't celebrated, you know, Valentine's in such a long time because it's just it's too much. Right now, I'm here doing the show, and she's out taking my son to water polo. You know, he just made the water polo team for the Rose Bowl here in California, and man, like, it seems like a lot. Like you really have to uh it's not
Train
just
those
like
water, train the horses to use a snorkel.
but like so for example, tomorrow he has two games. Uh one of them starts at 1 something and the other one starts at like 5. So there's like a 3-4 hour period in between. It's like what the fuck what do we do? Where and it's not like close to where we live, so it's like
Hmm.
and he has another tournament on Sunday. And it's just like, damn, like this is what we signed up for, huh? Like, I mean, our weekends are fucked sometimes.
And it's
So,
not like you really can walk around the Rose Bowl area. Um,
well, you're right, but this isn't being hosted at the Rose Bowl. It's in Downey. Like, come
oh,
on,
okay, okay,
like Downey,
that sounds terrible.
it is.
Um, Man, one day though, in a couple years, when he's in the Olympics playing water polo, it'll be all worth it.
Getting ready
That's
for his career, not in water polo, because there's no career in water polo.
That could be.
well, I mean, it's pretty much just setting him up for high school. Once he gets in high school, he'll know the rules. He'll be a
Uh-huh.
seasoned
Yeah.
player. Like, yeah, value times day.
Yeah, yeah.
Nice.
Let's see.
It's like when they call eBay Feebay.
Huh. But yeah, that sounds like a lot of driving back and forth, and that does not.
Yeah,
seem fun.
it's definitely a commitment, and it seems like a lot, but we'll see how it goes. I
Maybe
mean,
a bunch of the parents on the team should get together and like rent someplace for the kids for hang out in between or something.
A little Airbnb.
some of these parents are questionable because we have this like chat that
Well,
they
you
go
pick and
through.
choose who you'd want to do it with.
Right.
Oh no, I know, but I'm just saying like
Well, you don't have to just set the
we don't know
pineapple out
any of
and
the
let everybody
parents.
in.
We don't know any of the parents because we're not even allowed to be with
Well, then
them for their
put the
practice.
pineapple out and meet some of them.
Shit.
It's
Wow,
Valentine's Day. All the
Rob.
pineapples been eaten.
I like single Rob at home. I like the way he thinks.
Yeah, right? We know what he's got out inside.
There you
Hey,
go,
hey,
James.
hey. I may or may not have almost dropped something. And that was just me reacting to that. Don't trip.
But yeah, so like, I want to talk about not the Super Bowl, but I want to know what you guys thought about the halftime show because I got some really good like deep feelings about that. What did you think, Rob?
I didn't watch it.
Okay, cool. It's on YouTube. If you
Yeah,
I know you watched it, James. What did you think?
I fucking loved it.
Dude.
I won't. Everybody's, I have to tell myself that everybody's entitled to their own opinions, and obviously bias plays a part both ways. But the way I see it is, could he have played some of his older hits? Yes, but I still think it was a great performance. I think it was a great, he tried to put on for California, Bay Area, Southern California. He tried to make a few statements with some stuff, and I think that teach their own. Do what you got to do. I won't get into politics and all that, but so I get that. Whether you don't like the whole Drake situation, I don't like that people try to say, oh, well, he took this moment and he made it all about Drake, and he took this moment and let the Drake situation take over. And it's like, in all honesty, it's a lose-lose. If he comes out, plays the song, then people are going to do exactly what they're doing now, saying, oh, in the biggest moment of your career, you couldn't get Drake off your mind and you had to still, talk about him. But if he didn't do it, then everyone would be calling him a bitch for, copping out and not playing it and not, touching that subject. So I think do it. I mean, if you're going to get criticized either way, fuck them, man. Do it. This is a big moment. Go ahead, bro.
So should the NFL maybe avoided the controversy by having somebody uncontroversial like P. Diddy maybe perform instead?
Yes, just raining baby oil everywhere. I agree with you, Mo. I agree with you. But yeah, so I think, again, if you're going to get criticized either way, do it. F them, that's your chance to really, for some people, put the nail in the coffin and call them out on that stage. And so, yeah, I mean, I thought it was great. I am a Kendrick fan, but I will admit I'm also a Drake fan too. So I don't think that I have bias. I do think Kendrick is better, but I think that's just an opinion. And but yeah, man, I loved it. I was bobbing my head the whole time. I was into it. And there's also a lot of people that will criticize it and say, well, the crowd didn't get into it, and all these a certain demographic of people didn't get into it. And to that, I would say when I was growing up,
Rob,
the only Super Bowls halftime shows I ever heard were 70s, 80s rock bands. And I like that music, but that is also completely ignoring a demographic. So we used to do it back then, and it's just kind of repeating now, and just in a different way. But yeah, I'll pause there and let you go ahead and make your points.
Well, let's go ahead and bring Caroline in because I know she's gangster as fuck.
What happened is P. Diddy was brought up, and she immediately was like, "Oh my god, her ears started ringing. I have to click this link now." I heard him. I heard him.
Lady Easty, what's up? How's it going?
I'm doing well, man. I'm glad this week is over, and I'm glad to be here with you guys.
Did you get your Furiosa on?
I multiple times.
Excellent.
And we'll continue to after the show.
As we should.
Caroline, I'm glad you're here as well. I feel like we spent a lot of time together today with each other. You may not feel the same way because I was watching you and you couldn't see me. So, yeah.
I don't know.
First of all,
watching me.
I can't believe you're up that early in the morning. Holy shit. What are you doing?
I have to work. I'm a grown ass female. I have a job, bro.
You work today?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I work during the weekdays.
Oh, yeah, no, I saw you earlier with Rob on his show or Legion show.
Mark's, yeah.
I don't know, whatever, dude.
Yeah, she is a couple hours ahead of us, though.
Yeah, and say, okay, what did you think about this morning?
I mean,
you don't have to say anything.
I mean, I don't care. I think,
I would rather discuss the Kindle.
Everything was a stretch. I'll just say that much.
It was a little extra, wasn't it? It was
an
extra special.
He was looking for something and he wasn't getting it and he was just getting upset. Whatever, dude.
Hey.
All right, I'm going to interject and say that I have no idea what the fuck you guys are talking about, and that is okay.
What are you talking about, dude? We're totally transparent, James.
I don't need you guys to catch me up, but I'm just going to say if we are going to get clipped on anything, I plead the fifth. But yeah.
What's up, guys?
I'll send you a link.
You guys can catch me up later. Yeah. We'll handle that off camera.
It's not that big of a deal.
Good.
Yeah.
So,
all right, back to Drake and Kendrick, the real beef. Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you wanted to ask other people what their thoughts were on the halftime show. Robert, the Yeasty Rob, you should say what you're
Dude. Okay, it wasn't the best because the best was last year with Eminem, Dr. Dre. Nothing will ever top that.
That was
good. That was good. You don't agree, James?
No, I said it was a good one.
Oh,
I love.
I couldn't hear you. My bad.
That's strong words.
But
Yeah,
the best was Creed. Let me
Nothing
just
will
go ahead and
ever
make that very clear.
top
The
that.
best was
Creed.
Creed. But no, the
Creed.
best was actually Michael Jackson. But go ahead, keep going.
I mean,
Maybe
you weren't
Janet
even
Jackson.
you weren't even
That
born,
one,
so
too.
yeah,
I've
Janet
seen
Jackson
the
was
hype.
There were a
That was
couple
fine.
of siblings. Isn't that wild that like a couple of Jacksons did Super Bowl halftime show?
For the record, since I have been watching football since, I don't know, I'm just going to ballpark it at 5 years old. The only Super Bowl I ever missed was the Janet Jackson one, and I was pissed the fuck off. Only one I've ever missed.
Wow.
You're a pissed off little 5-year-old. That's wild.
I
dude.
could not, I couldn't
He-
find it.
he
It was
could have
very
saw his
hard to
first
search the
titty,
internet
Rick.
back then. Dude, right? Live.
Oh yeah.
But anyway,
Eh,
all right.
oh, dude, and imagine that to see your first titty and it's pierced.
And
What?
it wouldn't have been
So, you
scrambled
have to
either,
wait
dude.
another
Your
25
unscrambled
years.
titty, dude.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
I loved it. I thought it was great. Dude, the fucking Easter eggs in this shit were just fucking blew my mind. I think he was smart about it, smart about his shit talking. We all know he destroyed Drake already, and he continues to do that relentlessly. So props to Kendrick. I just oh dude, and then he has his ex Serena Williams on there, crib dancing.
And
When her fucking sister got gunned down by a fucking a crip, like what is going on here?
she was doing the crip walk because like she got fucking
Jumped in.
no, she got fined at Wimbledon at or like something
Yeah.
she won, and she did a crip walk to celebrate, and they fucking fined her for it.
Yeah, they
What?
like
Yeah,
stop
like it
her
wasn't
like she was fucking
sportsmanlike.
shooting the crowd, dude. It was weird. It's like what the hell?
You would not bring that urban stuff here. Is that racist, Rob? Did I say racist shit right now?
Yeah, you kind of did. That's getting clicked. I'm pleading the fifth again, for the record.
Oh shit! What's up, Inja? Good to see you.
So,
Ninja.
any more thoughts?
No, I just I loved it. I think I watched it like 6 times now. I just those bow bottoms. Holy shit, dude! Like people are buying bow bottoms
Excuse
now.
me, that's boot
was
cut.
weird.
Boot cut? I don't know. Like
That's what millennials, they're boot cut.
I've been around that area, so it's that era, and
Boot cut, bitch.
well, they're selling out of boot cut
I know, it's so funny.
jeans now.
Girl, I know.
But I don't know. I think that the only person that could pull that off is Kendrick. So
I like how it splits people because if people that know Kendrick, like there are YouTube channels dedicated to like deciphering his music. Like he is so cryptic, like he's so smart with how he uses his words. It's insane. And
He's a musician.
well, he's not just a musician, dude. This guy's like he's
I just know who he was.
a master of words. Like it's crazy. When you go to deep dives on his music, it's just wild, like how much effort he puts, how much thought is put. It's not just like a flow, it's like a masterpiece that he kind of like puts together, and puts out into the world. And it's like a lot of people take it at face value, and you could take it at face value and it's like, oh, this is good stuff. But then you could dig deeper on it and it's like, holy shit, dude, this guy is like mind fucking my skull right now with
Wow.
like all the shit that he's saying. And it just it's really, and it's why he has the words that he has. It's not for the sake of like, oh, he just has really good ghostwriters or really good producers that like provide him good music. Like it's so much more than that. And
He's a
Yeah.
poet.
it's
yeah,
and
for sure. His lyrics are awesome, and even his music videos are like insane. Like
Mhm.
they're so good. I mean, what the hell? I'm not like a huge. I like Kendrick, but I'm not like in love with him yet. But I'm getting there.
it's like a respecting, right? Like
Mhm.
I mean, it's just somebody that I can easily respect, even though I'm not like huge into rap. Like I like some rap and stuff. I have a certain style of music that I generally listen to. But if Kendrick comes on, like I'm gonna enjoy myself.
Yeah.
I also like where it like splits people to some people are just like, oh, this is the worst Super Bowl ever, and it just like right there, it just tells me like automatically like who that person is and
Yeah.
their values, and they don't give a shit about anything. They they're all about like their own prerogative, and that's all that fucking matters to them.
It's my
And
prerogative.
it's great. It's great.
Yeah.
I think it's great, and it's such a polarizing experience to like see these, two groups of people, because a lot of people I've never really like met people that are just like, oh, okay, it's whatever. Like mom will probably be like that, but just because mom's out of the loop kind of thing. But
Mhm.
it's like I like it. I
Yeah.
really enjoyed it.
Yeah. I also like the tracks that he uses too. I mean, he's very like good at picking his tracks, like his background tracks that he uses. I mean, I don't know. It's just really good. Even when you listen to his albums, like even his slow songs like hit, But that's just me. Why am I? What happened? Oh,
Because you got
So you
canceled.
did that intentionally. 'Cause
Wow.
It looked like you hit something.
wow,
Uh,
YouTube.
Yeah, no, the whole album is fucking a banger. I love
Yeah,
that.
even the Black
Oh, yeah.
Panther one. Like
And yeah,
that's
and I love that he got SZA to come on. I mean, she also is an ex of Drake's. Now, of course, that's much bigger than that. I mean, they have plenty of songs together. They're doing the whole new tour together. But to go from the Luther song, which is one of my, if it's not my favorite off the new album, it's definitely right there. And then to go from that to then play a little bit older one with the All the Stars from Black Panther, which is another favorite of mine. It was just great. All of it was great. But Caroline, what are your thoughts? Because it's your turn.
I couldn't have named a Kendrick Lamar song before this. Not that I don't like hip hop. Like somebody said, it's not something I normally listen to, but I certainly respect it as an art because
Ricky said that. Rick said that.
okay. You're so shitty, Rick. No,
Right there. Right there.
what rap does for me or what hip hop does for me, if it's good,
It makes you twerk, right?
It's concise.
Yeah.
Throw that ass in a circle.
It's concise and multi-layered. So
Mhm.
when he throws a bar that says one thing, it's actually got maybe 3 or 4 or 5. So you don't need a lot of shit for something to be good. You're concise and you're to the point and you're a master of words. And so the way he uses words and symbolism, I found it fucking floored my ass because like the whole Uncle Sam thing, and they got Samuel L. Jackson. He was on the FBI watch list for civil rights, for standing up for civil rights back in the day.
I didn't
So
know
it's
that.
just so it's all of it is so meaningful. 40 acres and a mule. This is bigger than music,
Mhm.
And look, can we not fucking as America admit to the fact that we absolutely subjugated an entire people to build our initial infrastructure? Why can't we admit that? And until we admit that and right that wrong and say, yeah, they didn't even get a fucking fair shot. We created systems that were inherently rigged to make sure that they don't thrive. And Kendrick Lamar basically told everybody, this is how I feel being in this system. I'm not going to listen. I'm going to do what I want. The revolution will be televised. It's the right time, but you got the wrong guy because he's just going to drop it. He's just going
So that specific line that he dropped right there, do you think it was reference to him
There's
being
another
in the
line.
Super Bowl, or
No.
is it?
There's a civil rights activist, and I can't remember her name, but she said something that she said the revolution will not be televised. And it was, it was a famous quote. It was basically saying, you're not going to see resistance on the TVs. You're not going to see that. And Kendrick Lamar said, it's going to be televised. I'm showing it. I'm dropping it.
Mhm.
And it's kind of true, right? Because even like our TikTok that we see, our Instagram that we see, we're not seeing all the rallies that people are attending, and like all the protests that are being like. I'm still getting like a bunch of ass on my TikTok, and it's probably just like the algorithm. But if I see something, it's like if I were to see like a Mexican protest or something, right? A march, whatever. I would watch it. I'd interact with it. I'd specifically engage with it, and I do with what I see. But it's so few and
One-sided.
far
This
between.
is
Like I don't get it
this.
fed to me like I do like a bunch of ass.
Yeah, this is where the death of the traditional newspaper, where you got a set of stuff that came to you and then you read the newspaper and consumed it, being replaced by online media has been to the detriment, and it has accelerated some of the polarity and the rigid thinking of many people. Because what ends up happening is
knowledge to tips our finger, but it's
all the
divided.
yeah, you have all this stuff, and you start off your first time online with something that might have some sort of diverse spread, but as you click on certain things and start to consume things,
Bottlenecks.
the algorithm it feeds you more things like you have already clicked on, and therefore all you continue to see is similar things. So my Instagram feed is filled with nothing but, as far as I know, nothing exists other than comics on Instagram. Right.
For me, it's comics and scientific reagents.
If
For me personally, it's a thirst trap. So
yeah,
Right.
and if I go, my news feed on my regular just news feed is half wrestling and half again comic stuff. I was like, well, I have to make a point to go to a BBC website or something to get a full spread of the news.
Dude, I got lost.
You got me thrown off.
It's a different part.
I think we're talking about different kind of sites.
Not the old BBC.
Oh, okay.
So I can get an outside of America's view of see what other people as well as internal.
That's
views.
what I like to do.
I try to get different.
Just to be clear, we're not talking about this kind of.
Not big.
We're not talking about
not big black roosters. No.
Okay. Got it.
That's weird though, because all of the video stuff that I get fed, they're from other creators outside of the U.S. that are covering stuff that's happening in the U.S., which is such like a weird fucking circle to go through to find your shit. It's crazy.
I get a lot of Indian street food
reaction videos, but
I love those, dude.
I don't mind them, but it's too. But I hate watching a reaction video of somebody reacting to somebody else's video that they put together about something.
Like an reactions.
It's like third and fourth party reaction.
Yeah, dude, it's like running a YouTube show and showing somebody else's channel and just talking about that specifically the whole time.
I see what you did there, Robert. But yeah, I mean, ultimately, you're right. I mean, this has been one of the big. This is really the biggest issue that's really facing us. It's not that one particular platform is liberal or conservative bias or not. It's the fact that you just get fed what you see, and whether you choose to, it's like stuff that's like-minded, like you're only clicking on stuff that's reinforcing your opinion, or you're reading stuff and viewing stuff that illustrates how bad or it illustrates that the counter opinion that you're getting just exacerbated by, and so that it feeds you all that stuff. So all you see is what you conceive as lunacy, or whatnot. But it just furthers to entrench us in our ways versus the old media that we had pre 80s, where you got a better presentation of a wider variety of views, a more diverse. God, there we go. Diversity.
Not slant. It was less slant. It was this thing happened.
Well,
and if it was bad, they would smoke a cigarette.
Yeah, and because they would also give you more than 30 seconds, and it was presented in a way that wasn't necessarily trying to get you to stick around for the next ad.
Yeah,
it wasn't sensationalized. The news that you got fed, right? Well, the news you got fed, like when I was growing up, the news, even just like the television news, you had the local news, and they reported local news, what was going on in your area.
Yeah.
And then then there was the national news, and then there would be the world news, right? Yeah. Now, the local news channels are broadcasting mostly news reports from outside of the area, and it's all sensational stuff. So if you watch the news, all that's going on is negative things, nothing positive. Nothing
loop.
positive happens because they're skipping over to positive things or other things that are going on in your neighborhood and to talk about these sensational things that don't really affect you, but now make you think because you're hearing them over and over again that this problem is bigger than it really
Yeah.
is.
Yeah.
These are psychological tactics
Yeah.
that people know work and they intentionally employ.
Yeah, they've been saying that for years. I mean, that's why a lot of people don't even watch it. I don't watch the news. I haven't as an adult.
It
Like
makes me
it's
sad.
just
I've had to
it's
stop.
depressing. It's nothing ever good, and
I have
it's
no
sad to see
control.
the stuff happening in your own city, and it's like what the hell, I just it's not a good time, and I don't understand why people would watch it besides the sports or even weather. Like
Yeah, it's just not. It's not healthy, man.
yeah.
Well, but
Do,
you want to
do
know
you
what's
guys
going
feel
on.
like your previous TikTok feed was a little different prior to the blackout? I feel like I saw a lot more crazier shit prior to the
Mine's
blackout.
exactly the same. I had no TikTok feed
Exactly.
then,
Yes,
and I
bro.
have no TikTok feed now.
Yes.
Interesting.
I've never had a
yeah.
TikTok or a
Empty.
Twitter.
You're missing
Now
out.
Twitter is fun. Twitter is
No, Twitter is stupid as shit.
Twitter is
It
a bunch
is.
of porn bots, dude.
It's
Yeah,
stupid as
Is
shit.
for
that
me at
fun to
least.
Twitter is amazing. Amazing.
Oh.
I see a
Wait,
lot.
what's
James.
Actually, I
James?
watch
What's
a
on
lot
your
of,
Twitter feed though?
fights.
My Twitter feed is a lot of different stuff. It's
No
sports.
titties.
The titties are there. There's also the sports, and then it'll just be random shit. I mean, I do get all the stuff from all the streamers, and then just random things that do go viral, news stories, and then it's definitely taught. Twitter more than anything has taught me the lesson of trying to not fall for everything that I read online, because
Especially now.
click on any Twitter story, and in that one comment section, you will see a very nicely detailed breakdown of someone who completely disagrees with every point or explains that whatever point is being made has been taken severely out of context
And you're that
and
person.
provides the context. And so now in my head, I go, oh, okay. So everything in this video is full of shit. And then I see another review or another comment that then does the exact same thing for the other comment. And so then at the end of the day, I walk away going, I don't believe none of this, but at least I didn't fall for it because I got to see how easily someone could manipulate me to think one way, and then another person could provide some context and get me to believe a different way. And so in the end, I just walk away from it all. So
What?
I love Twitter.
Yeah. my Twitter feed, first of all, if I were to look at it, because I haven't looked at it in years, I was following all of like 47 people, and they were all barbecue channels. So I'm sure it's filled with nothing but pictures of meat.
Meats.
Yeah.
But
Lovely meats.
what I have found it's actually been kind of interesting that I've been experimenting with Gemini as an AI, having conversations with it with regards to news events. Now you have to be
Specific in your wording.
well when you word in which you say, yeah, there's sometimes like I've asked questions like when I was asking about tariffs, it comes back a lot of times say I can't talk about political things that are going on. So you have to sometimes I have to ask the question like a couple different ways before it would finally give me an answer because I removed any semblance of, I don't want to know political stuff. I just want to know
processes behind
but
it.
what's interesting is to get answers from that. Then you'd be able to chase follow-up questions or ask it to elaborate on certain things or to compare this to that. Or I remember one time I was having a conversation with it a while back about Taiwan and China and asked it a series of questions, and it gave me a series of responses, but all the responses were very much obviously from the American point of view. So then I asked it to give me to answer the same questions, but from the Chinese point of view and from the Taiwanese point of view, and it would then follow up and give different points of view on the same bullet points, but different perspectives on it. And
I
it
don't
was
think
really
the Thai
interesting.
people want to be back with China.
It's a very interesting thing to start to experiment to see with those types of things, how it can get Wow. um, how you can dig deeper, start to utilize some of the tools to reclaim. But it does take a little bit of work and effort to do it.
Yeah. My
And you have to
Twitter is
understand
just
that
like,
the source of information is still the internet, so the truth may still be out there and not in your response.
yeah.
You gotta know.
I don't go on my Twitter much, but it's just all girls. That's it. Like, that's it. I mean, I
Girls do
don't.
the laundry, girls
It's
do the
great if
dish.
you're a sports fan because it's the best way for you to get instant access to your team and the stories and trades and blah 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 blah. So I
Yeah.
that's originally why I even got Twitter, was to closely follow my sports teams. But yeah, it's great for that. It's great for some, like, if we're in most of us are in California, we feel a little earthquake, go to Twitter. Did someone else feel that? You bet they did, because it's already trending. And
Who
I can
cares?
just immediately but I just mean like stuff like that. I can just get that immediate, like, oh,
I get that on Instagram. People put,
It's
"Did you
like
feel
you
that
walk
earthquake, Rob? I heard there was a 3.2." And
yeah.
hey, if it's not over 4 or 5, don't even bug me.
It's like
Do
you
you guys-
using a GPS and you walk into a sea, and then the only reason you know in the sea you're in the sea is because of the GPS. It's like, dude, just look around you. Did you feel something? It was
Are
a
you
fucking
wet?
earthquake.
Yeah, right.
Well, I mean, sometimes people, go through like vertigo, or they're diabetic and they're about to pass out, so they hit the Twitter real quick, Instagram. Hey, are you guys experiencing this, or do I need to go to the doctor? Like,
But if
type
it
of
was so
thing.
if it was so subtle that you're not quite sure, then what difference does it make?
I agree. I hate that actually. We have a Ring door camera, and
Uh-huh.
we're part of the neighborhood app.
Right.
Constantly, every day, all night. Did anybody hear that boom?
Mm-hmm.
Is your internet down? Is your
Oh yeah,
power out?
no,
Like, come on, dude.
next
Come
door
on.
is the worst.
Yeah.
Yeah, everybody's like, "What's going on this street?
Yes.
Oh my God,
Mhm.
somebody stole my packages. Be
Yeah.
on the lookout for this individual. They look funny."
Yep.
It's pretty bad. Oh shit, we got. Oh, hold on. Mo, sorry, Mo.
But
But Mo's already
Steve.
here.
What's up,
No,
Steve?
somebody's Mo. We have
you do
Steve
get
here in the house. What is
But,
going on?
I mean,
Steve?
everything's like relative, though. I mean, it's like I'm just being in California, born and raised and everything else. It's like I don't need to hear. Especially, I get irritated when the news takes time to report on a 2 point something earthquakes. Really,
Yeah.
we shouldn't even be discussing it if it's less than a 4, unless somehow miraculously damage actually occurred.
Well, they got to manufacture something.
It's a slow news day, man. It's a
Exactly.
slow news day. I will say, you guys brought up the news earlier and the point of the psychological tools of, putting this first and that first.
Mhm.
I would just use this opportunity to say that if any of you have never seen the movie Nightcrawler with Jake Gyllenhaal, I highly, highly recommend it. It is an
Isn't that like an
outstanding.
X-Men or something?
Huh?
Isn't that like
No.
an X-Men or something?
No, I mean, it is an X-Men, but it is definitely not the same movie. It is an outstanding performance by him. He just plays a very narcissistic individual that you have to just watch the movie to see how he evolves. But essentially, he stumbles upon the side gig of recording and finding content to then give to a news station, and to be like, and so they get into that whole thing of, with, I'm not going to do like spoiler stuff, but for example, like if he just saw something on the street happen and he's like, here's a video that I found.
Damn.
It gets into the lady telling him like, well, did anybody die? Oh, well, then I'm not using it. Like I need a murder front. That's my first thing, is I need a murder right at the start. I got to get people into this. And then it just severely just derails from there. But it is a outstanding movie. Highly, highly recommended. I fucking love that movie. And you get to see some manipulation, and you get to see a little deep dive into the news world.
Is
I
is
also-
his hot sister in the movie?
Would you like to repeat that?
Is his hot sister in the movie?
If I heard you right, you said his hot sister.
Yeah, doesn't he have like a hot sister?
Wow. No. No, he has a sister. That's not the word that I would use to describe her. But yeah, no, she is not in that movie.
Let me see.
Sorry.
Hmm.
Her name, I don't know. I didn't know if you were being sarcastic or not, but Maggie Gyllenhaal is not in that movie.
Oh yeah, dude.
Have you ever seen her in Secretary?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, dude. Like she's not like she puts out a vibe, for
James
sure.
Spader
For sure.
was so good in that and so freaky. I'll need to see that movie, Secretary.
I've seen it plenty of times.
I'll watch
It's
that.
good.
You guys watch Nightcrawler. We'll call it even. But no, his Spader is great. He was also great in The Office when he took over.
And he was great as the voice of Ultron.
I know. Fascinating. Rob, I don't mean to get nosy here, but I don't know. You gave us like a oh shit, and then
I seen a few things. I'll leave it for later. If we,
all right.
I got
save
it.
for later.
I'm excited. I'm excited.
Long Legs on Hulu. Thank you, Steve. Long Legs. I can see
I
that
thought it
going
was
different
gonna be
ways
scarier.
for people.
What's long legs?
What'd you say?
They're
Rob?
legs that are not short. They
Ricky
actually
Take's
go
not
all the
on
way
it.
to the ground.
It's a new
well,
horror.
I just saw it. And I
Yeah,
It's
wasn't
horror.
too happy about
You
it.
do horror. I'm a wuss.
Okay. It's.
I don't
It
do
was
horror and I
cool.
don't
I
do
just-
animal violence.
It's not like horror though. Like it
Yeah.
is like a little bit of
Is
horror.
it psychological thriller?
more,
I can do
more
that.
that.
more like
But
detective
like still,
thriller.
it's still like a little bit of
Ish.
horror, but it's like so tiny. It's like a little brush of horror, if anything.
Little brush. Okay.
Yeah, there's
like
not real
that
like jump
better
scares or
than
anything.
Dynamite.
There's
No.
maybe a couple.
No, but I think
Let
that's
me go back in there and face the peril.
I think that
No, nobody. Gets
I
hurt.
love the
Right. Moving on.
cinematography behind the
Damn
movie, and I thought that like it built tension in different ways.
Isn't
But
what's his name in that movie though?
Nicolas Cage, I'm assuming, is where you're
Yeah, there
going
you go.
with that. Yeah,
What movie?
Yeah.
Long legs.
long list. Yeah, it's
What's up, Steve?
It's an FBI agent who has been brought in to track a killer, and
That's Silence of the Lambs.
Special.
it's
Yeah, that's exactly what it's compared to.
it's very interesting.
Well, I've seen that already, so I get it. I'm such a bitch. No,
Yeah. But we all know that.
Oh shit!
Secretary. What? Why are you trying to start stuff? You know. All right. It's a psychological thriller mixed with a touch of Stans. Nice. No. he meant
like Satan.
Yes, he meant
Stans is Satan. Okay.
Yes. Yes. Secretary is a better representation of BDSM than 50 Shades of Grey by
Yes.
Oh shit! I gotta watch that
Secretary-
now.
And it's not that good.
It's an old movie.
Secretary?
Oh, Secretary's excellent.
Yeah.
I thought you were talking about 50 Shades
Oh,
of
I
Grey.
thought you were talking about
Don't watch that
Secretariat. That's a completely different.
The Secretary, it's a little different.
Secretary, it's a BDSM movie too.
How does exactly that compare?
Different animal. But
What
Maggie Gyllenhaal's taking it from what?
What internet channels are you watching?
yeah.
Either way, they're getting whipped.
Yeah, right. Good evening. And we also have E-Mans in here. What it do, Comic Fam? What it do?
Alright.
Yes, I
What's
am
up?
Green Goblin. Actually, speaking of Green Goblin,
Adrian.
I highly recommend I am really enjoying the new Spider-Man.
No,
Cartoon.
It is good.
I'm hooked. For me, I think a big part of it is that it's only 30-minute episodes, man. I can just watch the kids and kind of put it on. Now, Damien has been watching it, but it is just they've packed a bunch into these 30-minute episodes, and oh man,
It's its own entity, yet it borrows, ties in at the same time, and it's
I love that
for all
aspect.
ages, without having to have hidden adult humor, and it's referencing all kinds of great characters that I mean, if you're into that are deep, some of them are deep cuts. If you're deep into the Marvel universe, I mean, I don't know when the last time I ever seen the unicorn presented on freaking anything.
Well,
But,
fucking Defenders, bro.
Yeah, so but pull it out, and to see, of course, obviously Lonnie and in his before in the early days and stuff. That's all good stuff. I was pleasantly surprised by it.
No, for
Is
sure.
it so? Is it like Dan Slott Spider-Man or McFarlane Spider-Man?
Neither.
This is a show. This is an animated
Yeah, it's a-
series. They reference
Yeah, it's
it.
an animated series on Disney Plus. It's very good though.
What would lead you to assume that Dan Slott or Todd McFarlane would be associated with the Disney Plus animated show?
He
Oh,
anyways, no, yeah, I am enjoying it. I think that
I wish you had a
What
better sense of humor, Caroline.
I don't.
what I am finding interesting is the part that you mentioned, Rob, about like the whole how it's a different universe, yet when you're watching it, you definitely are. It's tying into some stuff. The same stuff is happening in that universe, is I guess. How
Yeah, they reference the Sokovia. They
Yeah.
reference the Civil War, but Peter wasn't there
Yeah.
at the airport in
Yeah.
Germany because for this.
It's really good. And then
similar events happen. It's a parallel universe, but it's not the same MCU universe.
No, okay.
and it kind of got a little violent recently. The last couple episodes introduced some violence, and yeah, it's really good. And I also am definitely I am heavily intrigued by the whole Lonnie background story. Not to derail us, but it's kind of prevalent right now.
Waiting for his turn, huh?
Yeah, but it's like super prevalent right now because that whole situation. Well, first, before I get into that, let me bring in JD. What's going on, JD?
Oh, JD.
Oh shoot!
JD, what's up?
What up, brother?
It dealing with the whole getting involved in gangs, being a athlete, kind of went viral recently because there was a kid who is a star basketball player, and he also was involved in gangs and would make rap videos and talk about it, and he was recently killed.
Like the Sean Kemp story, huh?
It was a big that's a long time ago. But it went viral because it was the whole, okay, this is a kid who was very talented, probably could have made it out of there just based on the sports talent alone had he not got caught up in that stuff. And then it kind of escalated because people found out that I have no idea if anybody is familiar, but Gilly the kid, he is he's a podcaster now, but previous rapper, hip hop guy in that area. His son was murdered years and years ago, and they found out that that's the guy who actually murdered his son, and so it kind of became a little bit of a deal there. But point being is that with that story fresh on my mind, now I'm watching this whole thing play out, and I'm like, yeah, that is some real shit going on in this show, because it can change very quickly, and it changed very quickly for that for that kid, and yeah, it's great.
Hey, well, I posted a meme about if billionaires got shot as much as school kids do, we'd be out of billionaires in 2 months.
That's a pretty good meme, Caroline.
That's a wild snap.
Anyways,
I want to catch up here. So we got E-Man said that we are keeping him company as he preps for a con. Awesome. Thank you for joining us.
Why are you prepping for a con that I don't know about?
Yeah, and E-Man, what artists or like writers are going to be there? What are some names that you're looking to catch up?
More importantly, what is this con that I don't know about?
Well, there's Stockton Con this weekend. Just throwing that.
Oh, I'm not going to Stockton.
Yeah, no.
That's an anime con.
No, it is not.
How far is Stockton from you,
Streets.
Rob?
Stockton is almost a 2-hour drive.
Oh, god damn.
And where are you at, E-Man? Like, how many hours are you
He's
from
in the
Stockton?
Bay Area.
He's in Bay. E-Man is?
I believe so.
What does that mean?
He's in Oakland.
So it's about the it's
Central California, right?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
He's up
please.
further.
Cool.
He's about 45 minutes north of me.
Oh, he's in Oakland, so he says it's only about an hour for him. Okay.
All right, let me continue catch that.
20 fleas.
Secretary sucks, but the rest of the movie is.
Oh, I'm sorry. It's an hour and 23 minutes for me.
Did they introduce Pro yet, Rob?
I guess it's not that far. I was thinking Sacramento.
Oh yeah. We got I Cut Shapes here from Twitch. Got him.
What's up?
What's up? Thank you for checking us out.
Well, I
Which
guess
is-
I
which is
would have
kinda
gone to
popular now,
Stockton
dude.
Con if I didn't have to watch the dog.
Dude,
hate
your
that.
dog will your dog will
Dude, they-
live,
they-
man.
They have like little what do they call them? Like doggy hotels. You could.
Yeah, my
How
dog
many?
hates it. Doesn't we take her to the it's like we have to fight to get her to go to just the groomer. She just does not like to go there.
She needs her dad. She wants to stay with her dad.
That,
Yeah,
but
I left
Rob
her,
has a 3-day weekend though.
I have a 4-day weekend. I was off today and then I'm off on Monday.
What's
So-
Monday?
Monday's President's Day.
We don't get that off.
Are you good, JD?
No, I got the Spectrum thing. That's why I wanted to say hi and see how I am for
The
tomorrow.
dogs are smart. Dude.
Mm.
Ah. Well,
Hold up a slab. Let me see how your glare
we have
is.
Jack McNeil here saying, "Hey, looking good, fam." Looking
So
good.
do you mean like Spectrum,
What's up,
like,
Dave?
As Dave, dude.
like
Yeah.
internet, JD?
510 in the house.
Shoflan, thank you for
Oakland.
coming to Twitch also.
That's
He
Dave
man's
too.
in the 510.
Oh,
yeah.
okay. Hello, Dave. Also,
Dave 2.0.
double the views. Thank you. Appreciate it. Going to Stockton Con.
All right.
That's a bummer. I work tomorrow, and then I had planned to go Sunday, and then I remembered that it was Daytona 500, and I am not missing Daytona 500 for that. So, yeah. Let's see. Flows by.
I remember
Irene.
when comics used to be a priority for James.
Lady S within the hour. Not when they have them. I've missed plenty of. I will say they're getting better. They're getting better because I used to miss every winter Stockton Con because it would be right in the middle of playoff football, and so I was not going to miss that. So I usually skip this con in the first place. But yes, Tony Fleece is going to be there. Luckily for us, I mean, he's kind of been there every year. So I like that
He's everywhere.
almost like a permanent guest there at Stockton Con. But
It's like Jesus. He's everywhere.
yeah,
Oh,
I think
Caroline.
for
Yeah.
me personally, he's kind of like the only
Especially inside me.
person though. Flowers, Jesus. We knew.
Oh,
we knew
yeah,
it.
this one.
510 is in the house. Stockton Con is in Central California. Yes, sir.
Now, look at you bringing all your Bay friends,
I know.
James.
I'm still catching up, but
Joe
Eamon,
Henry's
I am in
gonna be
Modesto,
there.
so I am not too far from Stockton Con. He said it was totally last minute for me. A few friends are going, so I was forced to go. I don't know if you've ever been there before. I think it's cool. It's a good 1-day thing. They hold it for 2 days. You never need both days. It's in a tiny little arena, and 1 day is plenty.
Well, you got Pinky and the Brain. The voices of Pinky and the Brain will be there.
That's
Joe
cool.
I think
Joe
they did-
Henry will be there. You can say his name, but he'll still
Get
be
some
there.
Animaniacs
even if you
like,
don't.
comics signed.
Let's see who else is going to be there. Anybody that matters.
really.
Yeah, no, that's about the extent of anybody who matters.
Pinky and the Brain's the one that
And
got
you-
you most excited.
Yeah, and you don't want to make that 2-hour drive? Shame on you.
Voice actors for something to do with various animation stuff. Looks like 2 different Yellow Rangers are going to be there. If you care about
Rennie.
power,
Don't nobody care about Trini?
No.
Axe and Smash from Demolition are going to be there.
Don't know who
Ooh.
Yeah, so they are there
The
to
wrestlers?
replace,
Yeah.
that is. That's why I
They're
don't know
re-
about it.
they are replacing Booker T, who was supposed to be there, but it's like,
Yeah, he's unable to attend.
yeah, he can't go because it's I
NASCAR.
forgot what they call the other WWE that they do now.
Raw.
No. Like it's not
NXT.
Next.
NXT. Yeah, that one. There's a big event for that this weekend, so he can't go now because he has to do that. So then they brought in the Demolition guys to take his place, and yeah, Rob Paulson cannot make it because he is sick, so they have replaced him with Phil Lamar instead.
Who was
So
that?
now he's going to be there.
The Reading
John
Rainbow.
Stewart, Green Lantern, Static Shock. It is not that.
Revenge of the Nerds.
No, that's not.
Samurai
It's
Jack.
Omar Gooding Jr., bitch.
I don't.
Uh,
Here's some. Oh, here's
Oh
one.
no, Star Trek, right?
it's on
Jessica
something.
Fong,
It's
Jessica
on
Fong,
Oh,
Jesse Hernandez, Derek Riggs, Tony Fleece.
Yeah.
See now, actually, I kind of wish that if I was going, I do have I do have a piece that Trish Forstner had done on Stray Dogs. Had done something on the front cover. I would have asked him to do something on the back cover of the blank sketch.
Oh yeah.
Or it's that way because it belongs to Comic Screen Cancer, so that we
LeVar
could have had
Burton.
it double cover. That would have been cool. Chris Meriden will be there. Brad McKinney. Okay, I just saw them last month.
Yeah, I was gonna say your boy Chris Merrin's gonna be there.
Yeah, I'm done. I got all my commissions from him.
He's gonna be like, "Fuck again, dude."
Yeah. Tired of drawing goblins for you, Rob.
I know. Oh, Justin Greenwood. He's pretty cool. I had something done from him previously. Nobody here that I need. Got it. Okay. I'm not missing much.
No,
You
you're
should
not.
still go. Do
Other
a
than seeing our boy Brian.
two booth bandit, dude.
Yeah.
Hit it and quit it.
It's all right. I gotta save my money. I have a reputation to establish at WonderCon.
Good luck, man.
Some of you all
What
haven't seen how
reputation is
Fat
that?
Stack. Some of you guys haven't seen how Fat Stacks rolls through.
I don't know if you can roll that deep in WinterCon though, man. That's hard to do.
He's like,
You know,
You're just
he's like, hold my
Don't-
beer.
the only
Challenge
person I've
accepted.
ever seen to do that was CJ. He just point and fucking buy. Let me have that one. I'll take that one over there.
Exactly.
CJ,
That was magic, dude. I mean, no negotiation at all. Just like
Mr.
Huh?
J.
Mr. J. Yeah, he's been in the chat. But yeah, he just points and buys. I'll take
I already
two of
have
those.
I already have 2 commissions lined up for to pick up at WonderCon. So
Nice. Yeah,
I plan
can't
on
wait, man. That's gonna be fun.
So I made one of my goals for this year to try and get a Lois Lane 70. First Silver Age appearance of Catwoman. Because
Nice.
Oh, nice.
I really that title is pretty. It's fun. It's silly and campy, but and
I love that cover.
It's one of 2 keys of that run.
Oh, what would you? Oh, 106. I know.
Yeah,
Well, they're all keys to me, Rob.
you should get 106 first.
I love number 1. I owned 106 and then I sold it like a dumbass. I want number 1 because I love the witch. Like
Mhm.
I love that.
It's a classic cover, yeah, for sure.
It is. I would love, even if it was like a 1020. I would love that.
I don't see it very often. The only place
I've never seen it in real life.
I've only seen the only one that stands out for sure, because I used to see it all the fucking time, was one of our shops out here in Modesto had it, but it was cover replaced. So, it's like a beautiful cover, and you're like, holy shit! And then they put right there on it, like, cover's been replaced or whatever, and I'm like, that's fucking whack. No, I don't want that.
But was it an original cover or was it like a reprint cover?
It
'Cause
was.
Reprint.
It would have to be reprint because it was in
Yeah.
way too nice shape to have been something else. It
Because,
was like
like,
a really nice looking one.
I mean, there have been cases where you can get a cover from one of the same age and then,
Imagine that, Caroline, getting a original cover, but the inside's a reprint. What?
honestly, you could get by with that better. I mean, I wouldn't care
Building
as
your
long as it
own
had the book
comic,
and the story. Well, I mean, I would care because I want that genuine article. It just doesn't make it the same. You want to get it all intact.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's a good book to go after. That Robert knows that took me a long time. A long time.
I need to get, you know what?
Not for the reasons that you think either.
What?
I need to pick up a 106.
It wasn't prioritized enough.
That is not true. That's not true. No, it was that I could never find one that met the
Standards.
price for the grade. Like, it was always, people always wanted way too much for it. And I'm not like the pickiest person, but they always wanted so much for it, and I would be like, no, that's
I'm not-
fucking.
yeah. I think it.
And then I finally
That book
found.
can be overpriced at times. I mean, but it also it commands the price. So I don't know, man.
When I got my copy, the store had 4 different copies of it.
Shut up.
Yeah,
How much were they, the
seriously.
different ones. How much?
And
were
I
they
got
all?
to pick. I mean, the prices range
Tell me
obviously.
what were the ranges.
Um,
Wow, I wanna know.
50 to $100.
Wow.
And I
Grades.
mean, this was before like, you know,
Nirvana was a band.
no. It was before like people knew that it was first Silver Age, like Catwoman.
Yeah. Okay.
You know, because there was a span where it was like, because like you know you got Jokers. Well, okay, cool.
Bro, I'm trying to just keep talking.
You have the story with you, and you turn up.
I know.
Mhm.
Fucking Caroline,
I'm
dude.
listening.
All right.
I was just doing something because I didn't want to be rude.
We appreciate that.
Either way, you're fucked.
Dude, we can't see you clicking your bean, dude.
Don't I know that?
You're good.
All right.
Yeah, the first Silver Age Joker, which is that like a Neil Adams cover. Then you have like Penguin. You know that there's these Silver Age keys that are like, oh, it's not their first appearance, but it's the first Silver Age appearance. So that's one of them, the Catwoman, because I think she came out in like what issue 2 or something like that.
What's that? Yeah.
Detective.
Yeah.
Yeah, Detective Comics 2. Like, who's gonna have that? And so yeah, what's the next best thing is her first Silver Age appearance, you know, and he had 4 copies. He had just bought a collection and there was like a ton of good shit in there. And he priced them out. I think I paid $80 for my copy.
Cheetah. Yeah.
Is there like a quick explanation for Golden Age and Silver Age? Like what exactly that is?
Yes.
Time era.
Rob would know more of that.
Yeah. When
He's been around for the entire time, so he's
Yeah.
got it down low.
here's the essential. The Golden Age stops when Barry Allen, and the Silver Age begins when Barry Allen shows up.
So like what? 59, 60? What does that mean?
You just made it worse for him.
Yeah,
All right.
that's so
Thank
much
you.
more
Thank you
confusing.
for that answer.
Yeah.
Second question:
so-
who the fuck is Barry Allen?
Barry Allen as the Flash in showcase would showcase whatever it is, and that's essentially the line of demarcation. You get a completely new character taking over a mantle of a character that existed before. It kind of launches that. You have an ambiguous period, however. Some people will say the Golden Age runs up to then 56, but some people say the Golden Age actually ended around 1945. And then from 45 to 58, you had what was called the Atomic Age. Although the Atomic Age is oftentimes really more a reference to only into the sci-fi books of the era and not actually all books from that era.
38 to 56 is what is showing Golden Age.
I have a
Yeah.
comment about that. James, you want to go ahead and read that?
Yeah, I was waiting. I'm glad you were ready. So I
Yeah,
apologize
yeah.
for the delay. 4-year-old Carrot, thank you for coming in from Twitch. They
Yeah.
said the best viewers on streamboo.com, parentheses, remove the space, parentheses,
Don't tell me what
at
to do.
VYSGMYYK. Thank you very much for
Exactly.
tuning
It
in.
was special.
Welcome, my dad.
Make sure you come
Valentine's
back
Day.
next Friday. And,
Hope that works out for you.
Yeah.
You know that they use those special characters because that phrase is banned by Twitch. So they'll use those special characters to get around like getting
Yeah, of
automatically banned.
You look like you use special characters for every word in that sentence,
Yeah, you did.
except for remove the space.
He types like Cam Newton, but I know nobody here gets that.
Yeah.
So when it comes to Silver Age stuff, I feel like the easiest way is just to do it by price.
That's so
That's it.
dumb.
I know, I'm fucking stupid.
Yeah,
You're
you
talking about covers?
Okay, cool.
Cover
As long as
price?
you
Cover
agree.
price.
Yeah, the cover price. Yeah.
Well, I mean, for the most part, yeah. I mean, when you go
okay.
from 10
What
cent
the-
to 12 cent, 10, yeah, for most
And
part,
then she
your Golden
leaves. Holy shit, man!
Age-
You
Golden
cannot
Age
win with
cover-
her.
Oh,
for the
man.
most
She
part,
insults you and then bounces.
Yeah.
Listen to
It's,
Rob.
it's
off
not,
on that
it's not
shit,
a
dude.
hard line, but for the most part, you're correct. Most
Pretty
Golden
close,
Age
yeah.
books
Thank you,
are 10
Rob.
cent. Most Silver Age books are 12 cents. Then you change. Then as you go to bronze, you switch to 15 cents. bronze is 15
inflation.
cents, 20 cents, 25 cents,
Copper.
30 cents, and then you start to get into the whether or not you believe in the copper or not. Because for copper is an age that some people recognize.
I
and some
believe in
people don't.
copper.
And so the copper age, then you start picking up your dollar books and beyond
So-
there. So
So if we went from that to now the $8.99 range, are we in like just the inflation age? Is that what we're gonna call?
well, so this is the
Correct, well, then
problem,
we're-
right? Is that we've gone through you had your bronze age, and then whether or not you recognize the copper age or not, you essentially have which is the short, which the copper age is like aside from the atomic age, is like the shortest period of running comics if you count it as an age, and then you get to this modern age, and the modern age has gone on for 40 something years now without
Sure.
any change.
Yeah.
And mostly these ages are defined also in the size of the books. The comic book sizes are all different. A Bronze Age comic is not the same size as a modern book is today, when it's smaller than a Silver Age was, which is smaller than a Golden Age book. So the book sizes and stuff have all changed, as well as the printing materials and everything else. But the modern age has gone on for far too long. There's been a lot of efforts to kind of split it into different eras. I like to go and say that the early part, I like sticking with our metal theme. I like to call the earliest portion of the modern age the foil age. But there's a lot of other things that people have gone along with, including the image age and the extreme age, and then we have because everything was really hard. We could call it all the cargo pockets fucking
Have
age.
we had a platinum age yet?
The platinum age is 1937 and earlier.
What about a titanium age?
No, we have. It's just we have not.
This is
and then
going to
there's
be
some
the crypto
people-
age.
They should have.
Some people have been calling some people have been referring to the current age we're in now as either as often the movie age, and some of them have called it the variant age. Because those are both predominant things that are going on within that realm right now. But overwhelmingly, nobody's coalesced onto it. So it's still all just modern age, unfortunately.
JD, what does coalesce mean?
What does coalesce mean?
Yeah,
Coalesce.
coalesce.
To come together.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
To
I always
merge.
come first.
Would you agree with that, JD? Nah, what the hell is that?
Wow.
He's doing a lighting
He's
test.
just doing
That's
his
a lot
own
of-
pickups now here. Every
I reckon
we
No,
got a streak
He's
going on
doing-
right now.
He's doing a test for me. JD, my recommendation for you before tomorrow is to install something called Dark Reader in your browser. It's going to allow you to turn on dark mode, force dark mode for any browser, and it'll make your browser, all the white area will be black, and it'll cut down the glare from your monitor tremendously.
He's not going to do that.
Or
You
if
won't
you
do
use
that.
Google Chrome, they have dark mode built in.
They
So you can do that.
do. Does it? I
That's
don't know
to
if it
make
works on-
that isn't that to make your web browser dark?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think
it.
has it been working on StreamYard? Because I
Yeah.
don't think it.
I'm using
Oh,
it right now.
Well,
Yeah.
no, but when you're an admin, it works in StreamYard.
Yeah.
But if you're
You
not an
just have to be
admin,
signed in.
I'm signed in, and it doesn't work for me. I have to force it using my Dark Reader plugin for Chrome.
Damn. I didn't know
Let me
that.
turn it off and let me try to see if I can use dark mode within Chrome now. Because Chrome, I know that they did add it, but I think it's only certain things that it does it on.
Since we're at it, the best way to use your browser is to go into incognito mode, and
It
then
doesn't work. They've
you
already
can browse
debunked that.
different things.
Who is that?
Yeah,
Different things like what?
Geek Squad, but I'm gonna ask Rick.
All that's going to do is allow you to clear your cache and cookies cleanly.
You know,
Yeah, so they still try
haven't
to
been
track
caught
where you go.
Yeah,
in incognito mode. I think they're getting like sued right now.
They track
for
where you
being,
go, but
like-
what happens is when you exit the incognito browser, it clears it from your cache and cookies
Yeah.
history.
I'm pretty sure like the government and Google have made a fucking deal to share their shit. I mean, I think it's kind of known. It's an open secret.
it's more so just so that certain sites don't pop up in your history. But
Incognito is good if You like entering your passwords?
For me, like I like my for my boss, like I basically have to farm his email or whatever, because he's got, so I have access to his account too. And so that sometimes like I've got to go in and improve certain stupid shit that, just takes up time and is inane. And so like I have to go into incognito mode to sign into the system to get verified as him. Cause I mean, it's impossible to, because of the cache thing.
It's also sometimes where it's helpful to have another browser that you use too. It's like when my wife was searching for something I forget what she was searching for, but I told her, I said, well, don't make sure if you don't want to have a billion ads based on that in your thing, use a different browser or use an incognito window when you do it. So at least when you clear out of there, you won't get a billion ads now suggesting that you buy whatever it was you just went shopping for.
Well, when you say a different browser, do you mean like a different brand browser or a different browser window?
Yeah.
Firefox or Safari.
Firefox, Brave is a good one because Brave is super like lightweight. If you
even
Chrome,
Edge for a temporary for a temporary purpose of just searching for something else, it works just fine, and then closing it out because it's not my primary browser.
Yeah, you can get Edge all day.
Chrome is like super heavy.
I heard you like the Edge.
What do
dude?
you mean when you say Chrome is heavy? What does that mean?
Good night, I cut shapes. Sweet dreams, dude.
Good night. Thank you for tuning in.
Thanks for joining us.
Join us next week.
Yeah. Bring your spam friends too.
Spam time, but on time.
They'll be on time because I'm not going to be here next week. Spoiler alert.
No, why is Chrome heavy?
It consumes a lot.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it just consumes a lot of resource. So there's a lot of stuff that it like will track a lot of stuff that it's doing just while you're using it,
and it slows your shit down.
It can
if you don't have sufficient RAM and such.
Yeah.
If you're using it, for example, and especially if you have multiple tabs up, because you can always just hit Control-Alt-Delete and take a look and see what's running and sort it by the most memory usage, and you'll see Chrome occupying multiple spots on your list there.
Do you know what that is for Mac?
Oh, sorry.
I think they
haven't used a Mac since '92.
Yeah.
So a Mac actually has its own. If you go into the settings, there's like a task manager specific for Chrome, and this is for Windows and Mac. So you can actually see what processes it's handling, just like encapsulated. That way you can see like even if you hover over your. Well, I don't know if this does this on Mac, but if you hover over your tab that you're on, it tells you how much memory you're using per tab.
Mm-hmm.
So it'll give all that information.
Yeah, we can talk
Brave
about that later.
Brave is super lightweight, awesome. Like it's an awesome browser, and I think it comes default black. So super great.
Does that mean E-Man his thing's really good or fast when he says zip sleep? Does that mean he plays really super fast video games? Shut up, James.
Well, he's got
no. That's a legit question.
No, because I know it, right?
He has a Ryzen CPU, so.
But what does that mean?
It means that it's not an Intel.
Yeah.
So it's just a different brand type of process.
Aid.
It's a.
Yeah. I'm just kidding. Yeah, it's a different. It's like
it's fine. It's not top of the line, but it's a solid graphics card. It'll handle probably 98% of the video games out there that you could want to play.
Oh yeah.
And then I have another. Sorry.
Yeah.
I need 98%.
What in
there's
video?
There's a 2%. The cream de creme that are more intensive that want something meatier, but 98% of the games.
5 years ago, NVIDIA wasn't even a thing, and now they are essential to the processing world. Why? Does anybody know that? I don't know why.
NVIDIA is a maker of graphics cards. Those graphics cards and chipsets.
AI.
And they've been around for at least 20 years. Also,
yeah, I mean they've been around for a long time, but as things become, they're important for multiple purposes. One, the GPUs become more and more, as we become more and more graphic intensive, become more and more important to shift computing power away from the CPU and onto the GPU. It's also been used a lot in crypto mining, but then also their chipsets are also now being used in AI such, so they become extremely important.
Okay, got it.
They're just around the corner. If you ever want to, if you're ever here, you come by and see me. We can go down the street and you can see their campus.
Say hey.
Yeah. They actually have a big walkway. They built a new building and they have this walkway now that goes over the expressway, so that way they can their people can move from one building to the next without having to use the crosswalks and whatnot.
Fancy.
Yeah, Ricky's using an NVIDIA. That's why he's in black and white.
Or more.
I thought that was because he was classy.
That too. All of the above.
And so, when he says he doesn't play games at 4K, I know 4K is a level of resolution, but what does that mean?
Means he's not playing game. What the graphics, you have
4K
multiple
of
things.
what? You know,
that's the resolution that you're trying to resolve your graphics to.
like a pixels or
the number of pixels you're trying to display, which then so if you're trying to render at something if you're trying to render at 720 versus 1080 versus 4K, the amount of information that you have to resolve every second is exponentially larger.
Yeah, but then the resolution and the image is exponentially nicer too, though, right?
It could be if you have the monitor and everything else to support it, and you can do it. But if your graphics can't keep up with it, you can't process the data, then you're not going to get. You don't get the resolution, so you get all kinds of pixelation and jag stuff or slow frame rates because it can't keep up.
Okay,
your system overheats or any number of things, or you have to dumb down your graphic settings. So you have to turn down the shadow effect and the anti-aliasing and everything else, just so your system can keep up with it.
You're gonna trigger Ricky right now.
Yeah.
All right, guys. My virginity is growing back because of all this conversation. So let's just let's bring it back. Let's bring it back down and let's get into some pickups. I'm excited that you're here, Caroline, because although I saw 1 year pickups. I know you have plenty more, so let's have JD go first, man, because he's been very vocal today.
He has been super talkative. He doesn't shut up.
I want to see the same, JD. I want to see the same energy tomorrow. Okay.
I don't have any pickups. I was just testing the camera.
You can show off a book, like test it out again.
Oh, I know. I'm trying to.
Let's see that shield.
No, that stays there.
No.
I'm trying to do what Rob and Rick said, so I'm trying to make it more dark mode. Like on the screen, I have it on dark mode, but I don't want your virginity to come back. So
Yeah.
I also will. You run usually my desktop image. I remove it and I'll run it with just a solid black color too. Anything that cuts down on brightness coming off your monitor will help to cut down the glare that shows on your thing there.
I love that. Is it signed by J. Scott Campbell too?
yes.
Beautiful.
Any lighting that's off to the side.
It was glow in the dark. Look at that.
That right there. That's how you should do them all.
Banger.
Yeah. It just works for that book in particular.
All right.
Woo! There you
Very
go.
nice.
All right. James, you have anything?
I can't wait for his neighbor to come in and start fucking with his face.
Yeah.
Or that was Rob. Yeah,
all right.
So make sure you tune in tomorrow to see Raging Cajun over on the
Only Slabs.
Only Slabs. Be there, be square.
Yeah.
Oh, are you excited?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Bring that energy.
Hey, I learned from you how excited you get when you get your book. Watch Rob's last stream on his channel.
It was awesome.
I was more excited than he was
Dude.
for his books. If you look at it, Rob's like this. Oh yeah, that was great.
Dude, everyone says that, but you guys don't feel what's inside of me. You know what I mean?
Well, I don't
I
want
think we have a
None of
couple
us want to
times.
feel inside of you, for the record.
No.
Let's just put that out there right now.
just try to relax.
All right.
You're holding back every time you show a 9.9 book. Whoa.
Whoa. Spectacular.
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I might have to run that back.
All right, well, I don't have any pickups, so yeah.
All right.
Flying through this.
You're a fucking asshole. I got in this first American print of J.R.R. Tolkien's Unfinished Tales
No, we
look
don't
at
do books. We don't
of
do books.
Gondolin and Numenor. Fuck right off.
Where-
Into
Where's the slipcase at?
your mom.
And the
Is it-
pictures.
What's that? Is
I
that
don't
like a
know if
map?
this- Yes, this is an
Nice.
illustrated map of Middle Earth in the First Age, done by Christopher Tolkien.
Look at that.
Whoa! Unfold, bitches. Well, you're just gonna have to take my word for it.
Nice.
Don't mess
Where's,
it up. Just trying to show
Yeah,
it.
I know.
Where's California at?
So you said that's a first print? Did I hear that?
So this came out. This is Unfinished Tales was the
By
first
J.K. Rowling's, right?
shut up, American edition. First American. So this came out first in Britain, obviously, and I got the first. This print came out in 19.
Are you sure? It looks like it's a 10th print. If,
All right. And what is it? I mean, obviously Lord of the Rings related. Is this like before the story, after the story?
Yeah, these stories occur in the First Age. And so it's of the story of Gondolin, the hidden city of Gondolin, and of the tale of Numenor, and like how Numenor was created, and it was made for men who fought alongside with the elves, and the elves looked kindly upon them, and so they created this like the Star of Westerness, because it had kind of a star shape, and it was really close to like Valhalla,
Val-
but it's not Valhalla. It's whatever that their thing is called. Arda, maybe not Arda. I don't know. Whatever, but they just call it sailing into the West. So they have a good relationship, man and the elves. But over time, the reverence for the Valar decreases among men, and
Mhm.
they start gaining a false sense of confidence, and they were told never to sail west. You can only sail east. You can go anywhere you want. But they didn't listen, and this was during the time of the leaders. Ar-Pharazôn was like the leader of Numenor, the king of Numenor at the time, and like he was really cocky, and he went straight to fucking Sauron's castle. He was Anatar at the time, I'm pretty sure, or turned into Anatar to surrender, because basically Sauron, instead of whipping his ass, went to Ar-Pharazôn, the man king of Numenor, and said, "Yeah, I give up. The fair form of Sauron, take me with you. Like, I give up." And so then he brings Melkor, not Melkor, he brings Anatar back to Numenor, and basically is like a worm tongue to him. He basically sows all these evils and slowly gets the people to abandon worshiping the Valar in Iluvatar, and to instead begin to worship Melkor and Sauron. And so it's about the corruption of man. So that wasn't good for them. And then the men fucking sailed into the West. They directly challenged the gods. And like, because they did that, I don't know if it was Manwë or Iluvatar, but basically he just created a giant wave that
It was
engulfed.
Manwë. 100% Manwë.
Yeah. But anyway, it's cool.
Keep
I just
going.
like it. And then Gondolin was a hidden city for the long time, but Eol, a dark elf, he betrayed his whole people by making a deal with Sauron if he could get his Melkor, if he could get his wife and kids back. But that didn't work out. He ended up like leading, Melkor and his people to Gondolin, and actually didn't get his wife and kid back. I think he ends up accidentally killing his wife. It's just not good. But Gondolin was protected and hidden, not known to Melkor, and it was a stronghold for the elves. But then it got like decimated. And this is the stories of these in detail, because they're only referenced in like other shit.
Yeah, Bible stories are so interesting. I just the lore. I don't know. It's just
yeah.
Can you sing us an Elvish song at some point?
No,
Why not?
that's what Enya does.
So how did you find the book? eBay, or you like
Book
Amazon,
off.
or
I found it on eBay for a whopping $10. And
Is that a steal?
I thought so. A 10
Well,
spot.
I don't know I don't know anything about
A
books.
10 spot for the American first print of Unfinished Tales. Like, yes, I think it was but for me it's a precious. And then I know
I got that.
And yeah, I got another one that's coming, and it's the letters of J.R.R. Tolkien, the collected letters. And basically this was like all of his fans writing in letters, and this is his like responses to them and the correspondences. And some of those, like, they'll ask all these weird nuanced questions. Well, what about this? And he'll like expound upon it, or he'll play sly or coy and be like, I don't know, maybe it's lost into history, that kind of shit.
Yeah,
nice.
that's cool. I mean, I like Lord of the Rings,
But not that much. No, I get it.
I mean, I never really gave it a chance, to be honest, to like it that much. But
Yeah.
I definitely like your passion for it.
Yeah, that was a hell of a breakdown.
It's just like it's a constant. The theme that's
What up,
constant in Tolkien.
So swag.
What up? They're awesome. X-Men are awesome. But the constant theme is like the struggle between death and deathlessness, and the fact that men crave immortality.
We do.
Because in this world, like the elves are immortal. They get to live forever. However, they have to return to the Hall of Mandos and then live eternally on that island with the rest of the Valar. But with men get to die, and that was Iluvatar's great gift. They get to die and go beyond the eyes of everyone only other than Iluvatar. And so the elves are jealous of the men because they get to go out and beyond and congregate with Eru, Iluvatar in a much more intimate way. But the men are jealous of the elves because of the immortality. And there's this weird struggle, and it's just like, you're never happy with what you got.
And they also have good looks, because you have Legolas, you have Liv Tyler. I mean, it's beautiful people. I mean,
Well, that was part of the thing, Uncanny Swag. It was real estate was an issue for the elves as the eras went by. So yeah, they did.
Population control was enacted.
Yeah, I think they just
Find out how immortal these sons of bitches are.
So you have Star Trek and Star Wars, right? That people like. I mean, not some. They're kind of the same, but not. But not. People get them confused. What would it be for Lord of the Rings?
Fucking Game of Thrones.
Damn. I was just gonna say that.
I just fucking stumped you.
Dungeons and Dragons.
You said fucking Game of Thrones, bitch.
Yeah, but you took forever. Like, honestly, forever.
Wheel of Time.
You're dumb.
I feel like Game of Thrones is a little bit more popular than Lord of the Rings.
Well, it's actually a lot shittier.
I mean, if you would have brought out Lord of the Rings now,
J.R.R. Tolkien created the genre, so George
rated R Lord of the Rings
would slither on his belly and not finish shit and write subpar hard bullshit and then have the nerve to critique Tolkien, he's a fucking chode.
Mm.
Hell
That's my
yeah.
opinion.
Oh yeah.
Clip that shit.
Fuck
George
yeah.
R. R. Martin, you're a chode. Don't ever talk shit about J.R.R. Tolkien, bitch.
Just so you guys know, if you guys clip shit on Twitch, and this is for like you guys specifically, if you clip shit on Twitch, they give you a feature to download it so that you can re-upload as like content. So
Yeah,
the
we're
lady
not gonna
does
do
some
all
I
that.
mean, we like creating
can do
our
that for
own
us.
content,
You can do
so
that
we're
for
good
us.
with that.
I mean, that's what this is, right? It's your own content. So
Yeah,
I mean, we
for
are
sure.
the content. Yeah, for sure.
it gives you a vertical and horizontal format. But just a heads up.
Yeah, like I mean, I wouldn't clip stuff that Rob's been on just because it's Rob. What's up, Rob? How you doing, man?
Hey, Rob.
I'm doing well, and you, sir?
Good, man. What kind of pickups do you have this week?
Comic books, of course.
Oh yeah, dude, let's go.
Start off because today is Valentine's Day.
Oh?
We got the Dick Tracy Valentine's Day special.
Mm-mm.
Wow,
Nice.
didn't even know that existed.
You do know?
Hit
Is that
your LCS.
PC fodder or
Yeah, no, that's I
giveaway
collect-
bin?
I've been getting the current run of Dick Tracy. So
Oh,
when it comes out at my LCS, I like to pick up a little Dick Tracy.
Just gonna say,
Oh,
I'm glad
yeah.
you got a little dick today.
Get that
yeah, I
Eddie
dig down
Brock
today at the
Carnage #1.
LCS.
Shiny.
that shiny
happens when the wife
foily
leaves, man.
homage to the Lethal Protector.
You can't resist it.
That head's a little bit darker, I feel like. Okay, Rob.
That
Not
was
bad.
badass. I
John
want
Taylor, Christopher
that one.
Doom.
I covet my
I
neighbor's.
don't really like that one. Honestly.
That's not it. That's
I
not
do.
the one.
That's not
one
my
in
doing.
fifth-
Not my
The one-
hashtag. Not my
I
dude.
like that one. I like that.
Has the one in 50. We get the Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider.
Oh yeah, bondage cover.
What a tangled web she weaves. And then the 1 in 25.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Got some Transformers.
Nice.
Very cool.
Oh, Rob, did you see that they're doing like second, third, fourth prints? If you
No,
saw,
There's a,
if you saw the FOC list, oh my god,
there's
Don't
on
get
the
him started
12th
on this shit again.
well, they're on
bro.
the 12th printing of issue 1.
yeah.
And then like there's multiple printings of like all the issues. Yeah.
But if you look at the FOC, there's like third printing for 2, second
Oh,
printing for.
The second
3.
issue's probably like on the 5th printing by now, but
Well, I was just
yeah.
kind of like giving an example. I wasn't being
yeah.
exact.
No, it's ridiculous. There's tons and tons of printings. It's really crazy. But these are all first printings. We go back.
Magnola.
Ultra Magnus is back in. He ran away
What a bitch.
because he got scared of Shockwave because he'd been tortured by Shockwave for years. He had a little PSTD and ran away. He's building his own little fortress of solitude.
Is that Shockwave on the cover?
No, that was Ultra
Oh.
Magnus.
Yeah. Okay.
I picked up from Massive. I picked up Astrobots, issues 1,
Such a big kid.
Oh shit.
and
I like
then
that one. That was
issue
cool.
2.
Oh, I love that
Picked
one.
up A and B covers of
I
those.
like that one.
Yeah,
I was trying to
So-
say it before everyone else does.
PTSD. Thank you is what
Yeah.
I meant. Thank you. And then
The post STD factor. Yeah.
Post stress traumatic disorder. Come on.
Penile
Everybody knows that one.
STD.
God damn it!
Oh, this is my favorite.
Penal suck the dick.
Pick up for my pick up of the week. My
God.
slab of the week was Eternal 16.
Nice. That'll complete it, right?
Cool.
No. I need
Jesus.
Eternals 15.
Oh.
And then I need to unbox a few more Eternals that I have here.
I can't wait for that run to be finished just so that Rob doesn't have to ask you every week if you're finished.
Right. No. And then the last pickup I have is was a commission from Locke, who had done a bunch of Locke Nguyen, Mad Monkey Love. He did a whole bunch of He does cards for sketch cards stuff for Fleer and Upper Deck, whatnot, and he did a bunch of stuff for us for Comic Screen Cancer. I had a commission with him. I asked him if he could do the Sinister Six, and which is a lot of characters to put on a cover. And he said, but because he's a card artist, he said no problem. So we got it's a wraparound. So we start with Spider-Man on the front. We have our Vulture, Sandman, and then as we wrap around here, we've got Doc Ock, Craven, Mysterio, Electro. You know, he's webbed down. He's pulling webbing off of his helmet. Some of the legs are webbed together. So this nice wraparound cover.
I like how you did Sandman though. It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Fuck
it was
yeah,
an awesome
dude.
job.
That's it.
So yeah, that's the pickups for the week.
Nice.
Very nice. Very nice. All right.
Have anything else, James?
Shoot.
No, I don't have anything.
Oh yeah,
What the
we got to talk
fuck?
about video gaming. I want to talk about video gaming.
What? Are
Holy
you serious?
Hold on.
More video games.
Yeah, I mean, I know it doesn't happen often, but every once in a while it's important. I think we do talk about it.
Let's fucking go.
What?
We're ready.
got?
What's
got?
up?
Here, I can't believe it. I love it, ladies and gentlemen. It's back. The Atari 2600.
Shit.
It all not only does it
Oh,
play all
shit.
the old cartridges, but it also plays the 7800 cartridges, and it uses and it has the HDMI outs and stuff now, and the controllers are backwards. They sell extra joysticks stuff that are backwards compatible with the original consoles. So my original console, which I need more joysticks for, I can go get replacement joysticks. Plus, I could get one of these that now has the HDMI inputs plug in, play all my old cartridges, plus start picking up new cartridges again, plus all the 7800 cartridges, all at $129. I'm in on this, baby. That's basically the price. That's how much this thing cost originally. Back in it was the first one we got. I think it was 119, but $10 increase for what it essentially for what it is. I mean, that's just I'm all in, baby. I'm excited. I'm pumped.
It's no surprise that Atari's not affected by inflation, huh?
Yeah, and it comes with this 10-in-1 cartridge, which includes Yar's Revenge, one of my favorite games of all time, is on there. And of course, Adventure is on there, so you can relive your own.
They're only able
little
to
bit.
fit 10 games in there. That's crazy.
Well, you got to remember,
You ungrateful son of a bitch.
they chose to put 10 games in there. Now I don't know, the cartridge is still a cartridge. It's not exactly the most. It's not like as a SD card. Maybe they have an SD card inside of it now. I don't know. It could do more, but they chose to do 10. But hey,
I thought you said it came with all the games. It doesn't?
I said it came with no. It comes.
Oh shit!
It can play all the original games cartridges. Plus,
it plays
also
both of the cartridges, right?
Plus, it'll also play the old 7800 cartridges. So you can get both the 2600 and the 7800. You can get those cartridges.
He's
and
pretty
play.
pumped about this.
What was the difference between the 28 and the 78?
Yeah. So, you also had the 2600 was the one that really kind of launched into people's homes, and then later on you had like the 5200, and then there was the 5400. I'm sorry, and then the 7800. They were just the next gen platforms, which had better graphics. I think by the time we got to the 7800, as I recall, I think we were at like 16-bit graphics or something.
So it's like going from NES to Super Nintendo to 64.
Super Nintendo.
64 did the same thing where they had like what game was it? Was it a 007 or Perfect Dark? I think Perfect Dark had it, where you can add that extra module to give you like additional RAM so that you could play play
The
it.
problem with the original 70 or 2600 really is it could only its processing power and what it could do was really the limiting factor on it, to the point where if you go back into the history of it, when Activision came into play and started introducing games like Pitfall, everything else, those were a bunch of original 20 Atari game creators who left Atari and started Activision and really kind of found new ways to push the limits and introduce new colors, because previously the 2600 could only like display like 6 colors or something at a time, but they found ways to do more than that and other stuff by cheating the system. But when you got to the 54 and the 7800, it was really their attempt to try to stay relevant as Nintendo was hitting the market and had a much better system, and the 2600 was just really showing its age. But it never, those other systems never caught on, because by the time Atari finally released those, Nintendo had so entrenched itself in the marketplace that people were all in on Nintendo and had left Atari at that point.
That's interesting, because it makes it seem like the games were actually built inside of the cartridge rather than
They were.
you know, yeah. So you're buying like the actual like hardware for each game. That it's actually probably a lot more proficient for like the developers to create like their own system to use the Atari box as like a rendering device, which
Yeah, I
is
mean,
pretty
it had
pretty
this
awesome.
box. It was your computer. It had some basic processing, but it could only do so much, and so there was some element of it that was done within the cartridge on how it would manipulate the data that it was feeding into the renderer.
Yeah.
So there's some great documentaries about this, about to go to like 4-hour documentaries about 2600 and the activation split off, everything else. Pretty, but yeah, no, I'm excited.
Are you gonna get it,
actually
Rob?
sounds like real cool.
At $129, and I think right now there's a 30% off. I'm definitely gonna get it.
I was gonna say, if you don't, you're a fake ass fan.
It seems like a pretty cool piece of like tech to have. Like,
I mean,
even
Oh,
yeah,
really?
it's going to be like handling.
I have the
like,
original. I have an original one, but eventually my Magnavox 19-inch Magnavox is going to die. And
Well, and the HDMI outputs are
I-
nice.
my joysticks are really chewed up and stuff. For the fact that I can take all my games cartridges and put in there, now I can go.
You got hungry?
I can plug it into my main TV and my main sound system and everything else. I'm all in, baby.
Wait,
the
I have
crazy
questions.
thing is, go
What's
for
up?
it.
The 1001, what are the other games? Like, I got excited.
Oh,
because this is my brother having this system when I was a little kid. and I played.
The cartridge that comes with it, the 10 games it comes with, is Adventure, Combat, Dodge 'em, Haunted House, Maze Craze, Missile Command,
Missile Command.
Yeah.
Yar's Revenge, Video Pinball, Surround, and Rally Sports Volleyball.
All right. They missed Pitfall. Pitfall should have been put in there.
Yeah.
Well, that's okay. I have a Pitfall cartridge. So
Pole
I'm-
position. That's a good
and
one.
I
And
think
River
that's
Raid
fucking dope
and
that you can
Defender.
use old cartridges though.
Yeah, you can
Yeah.
play the old cartridges in it. So
Well, it's gonna cause them to go up in value because people are gonna start looking for them. You can buy those cartridges for like $1.
I think they're also going to start. They're probably selling, remaking some of them. I'm betting.
I don't know, dude. I'm gonna pass, and I'll just go to my GameStop and get the Atari collection for like $20 or $30, and I'm good. I probably won't even play that on my Switch.
That's interesting because you can buy like a little computer board size of a fucking Atari game deck, or even smaller, and host all the games.
Oh, sure.
Sounds like a lot
There's-
of work to me.
I have an emulator that's like
Yeah.
yay big. That's
Who
plugged
wants
in
to
my
emulate an Atari though?
that's in my HDMI port of my
No.
TV,
So
and it does all the Atari 2600s, 5400, 7800. It's got PlayStation, it's got Nintendo 64, it's got Super Nintendo, it's got all kinds of system games. It's got some like 300 different games on it, but its gameplay is off because it uses Bluetooth wireless freaking controllers that aren't as responsive as a proper wired joystick.
Try it again.
Yeah, it's just not good.
Well, so one of the big things about those emulators, like Pi-hole, is probably one of, like, in my opinion, the
There you
leading
go.
guys for this is they have online
Streets of Rage.
multiplayer. So it'd be like online couch play. That's what it's called.
Mhm.
Because back in the day, we sit on the couch, 2 players, and we play, or even
Yeah.
like 4 players, depending on the console.
That's what
But
I
they
mean.
have online couch play so that you can play these old games with your buddy that has the same device, and they connect the same way, which brings like just like a different feel for gaming, because you don't do couch play anymore. You play a shooter game, you're playing that shit solo. If your buddy wants to play, they're gonna get their own system and play on another TV, typically at their house. Like, that's how gaming is done now.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
And
I gave up couch play for foreplay, so that's where I'm at.
I'm too
I
tired.
fully
I gotta
recognize
go.
that this is not the console.
All right,
for
Caroline.
everyone.
Bye.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out with us, huh?
Yeah, bye, Yeasty Boys and the rest.
Bye. Bye. Yeah. So that's where I'm at.
It's not for everyone, but it got me excited.
I gotta feel
I'm
bad
happy
for
for you,
Caroline,
dude.
even though she
I'm happy
left.
for you.
If you get like an alcohol wipe and you wipe your
Vagina.
like your crevice, not your vagina, like your
Oh, the
crevice,
side.
and it burns, it means that you have yeast growing.
That's fucking
just-
gross, dude.
A fact for you,
Wow.
Cool. All
Caroline
right.
fact.
You want to talk about derailing a show? That's how you do it right there.
All right. Well, we're at the
Hey, wow,
2-hour mark.
I like that. I like that. I like
What?
that.
You like yeast in the crevice?
No, it's all right. I said Rob. That's
Stacks.
Anthony.
The more you know.
Yeah.
There you go.
Call my brother Anthony. Oh, Rob.
Oh my god. All right. We're at the 2-hour mark. I think we're done. You got anything, James?
I mean, I guess I would just say that, this past week we had a really traumatic event, and the PlayStation Network was down for about. Rest in peace, man. Oh shit, was that for me? I'll pick it up at WonderCon. Thank you.
I'll be in Paris.
You won't be there.
Do you have your Hulk clip?
Fucking leave it on your doorstep, and I'll come
That'd
get
be
it.
that'd be great to go with your headset.
Yeah. But yeah, so we had a PSN outage, and it was very traumatic. It really fucked up my Helldivers 2 campaign. But we're back, better than ever, and now we just have to hope that shit don't happen again. But
Did you use that time to go sit? Did you use that time to go watch Captain America?
no, I haven't watched it yet. I am going to watch it though. I'm gonna watch it. I'm not a hater. If any, I mean, I've been hearing not so great things, but I'm still gonna watch it regardless.
Look,
Are you
all I'm
gonna
gonna
watch
say is
Love
this.
Is Blind?
I'll just simply say that it is a superhero movie,
Uh-huh.
not a cinematic masterpiece.
Okay.
Walk in there from that perspective,
Yeah.
and I found it enjoyable as heck.
I mean, in all honesty, that's kind of how I go into anything Marvel nowadays.
Yeah.
So, yeah. I mean,
And DC.
Shut up. I think it'll be fine.
There you go, Sabrina.
Uh,
Let's go. Season fucking 20 came out today. So
Oh my god.
Did you watch Love on the Spectrum as well?
fuck yeah.
Yeah.
'Cause I can relate.
The crazy thing is, a lot of those people, like the main people that they cover on the show, I found them on TikTok.
Yeah, I follow them on TikTok.
Yeah, that's wild.
They can't have
It is.
That's how they gotta make their money, man. Come on now.
Yeah. Yeah. Watch party. Oof.
On the couch. Watch party. Couch play. Shit, I was gonna say something else. Oh, other than that, I would just say thanks to everyone who checked out the return of my YouTube channel and me making a video again. And Yeah, that one was
You should toss a link in the chat, dude, so I can watch it.
yeah, somebody should totally do that for me.
Did your audio come through the first time,
Yeah,
or
audio
did
was
you have
fine.
to?
audio was fine, yes. Too good because you could hear my kids
Kids.
fucking going mayhem in the background, but I was not gonna record that again. So I basically spent a lot of time editing that shit, and that was about the best that I could do. But
As always, you can always find the links in our description.
below, yes.
Also, I did this remember when I premiered my Comics on the Edge t-shirt?
No.
You don't remember that?
No.
Yeah.
I don't have
I made one shirt. Anyways, through the company, you could create a store. And I did it, and I've had it linked there, but I've never talked about it because I always forget. So if you want a Comics on the Edge t-shirt, link in the description. It's like crazy. Like
I'll pass, but thank you.
no, they don't have your size. They don't have my size either.
I was gonna say,
That's
I don't.
crazy.
I don't. That's wild that you would make a fucking shirt that you can't even wear. What the hell is wrong?
That's why I gave it to my wife.
What is wrong with you? Ay, ay, ay.
Anyways, Rob has shirts.
I do.
Yeah.
Fatstacksmerch.com.
There you go.
With all profits go to Comics Curing Cancer.
Yeah, I don't make any profits off of mine, so that's they don't
I mean,
go to
you have
anything.
to technically sell one before you got a profit.
Yeah. I'm just saying if it ever sold one, no profit.
Yeah.
So.
All
Pro bono.
go towards the low grade, and we're gonna do nothing with it. Yes.
Anyways, we're 4 subscribers away from 600. I think.
Nice.
Hell
Yeah, we've been like that for the last 3 months. So
Oh.
let's hit an algorithm or something.
Yeah. One day.
One day.
Everybody sign on to your alt accounts and subscribe.
Yeah.
There we go.
All right. Let's
Maybe
see.
James N will subscribe.
We'll fake it until we make it.
Where
waiting
can
to be
people
the
find
second.
you?
Mainly Twitch if I play games. It's pretty much about it. Normally if I record to YouTube, it's just private stuff, because a lot of bad words,
Is that jock itch spray in the back right there? Yeah, right there.
But I told James
Summer's Eve? Oh, it's Tahine.
Yeah, the
Cool.
That crevice in the middle.
electronic contact cleaner. So if you ever get stick drift,
Okay.
you just connect this to the spray, and then you just kind of, it's non-conductive, so you don't have to worry about it like jacking stuff up, but it will clean like contacts for potentiometers and stuff like that analog controllers use,
Nice.
so that they read a little bit better. Very good to have if you have analog sticks, controllers and such.
Oh man,
That's what that
I
is.
just got my period. Look at that.
Hell yeah, dude.
JD, where can people find you, man?
You can find me at Rage Cager Comics on Instagram and YouTube.
No show today though.
No, I had a show last week, so every 2 weeks.
Oh, okay. I just
next
feel
week
like it
I'll
was already. I felt like it was already 2 weeks.
No, next week I
Okay.
will. But you can catch me tomorrow on Rob's Fat Stacks show, Only Slabs.
Nice.
11:30 tomorrow.
Hell yeah.
There you
Hopefully,
go.
my internet's going to be working because I've been working on it 3 weekends in a row, so that's great.
Oh,
So right now I'm trying to play with it, but I'm probably going to ask Rick for some advice
yeah.
how to fix this. But
You can't do
I
nothing
got
for
you, man.
If it all
got
goes
you,
to
dude.
shit, Rob gets a day off. Fuck it.
but that's about it.
Well, let's hear the same promotion, but from a professional. What's up, Rob?
Hey, how you doing? Thanks for having me on today. I really appreciate it. I did over on the Fat Stacks YouTube channel have a video drop just yesterday where we talked about the CGC registry and how it's part of their evil plan to dominate the grading companies. But dovetailing into tomorrow's episode, I'll be on the YouTube's live at 11:30 a.m. Pacific, 2:30 p.m. Eastern with our guest Ragin' Cajun Comics.
Never
Over
heard of
on
them.
Only Slab. So make sure you come in, join the live for your chance to win free comics. Wow. you watch us talk about comics.
Don't know who this Raging Cajun guy is. What's up, James?
What's up? You can go to my channel and watch my newest Medieval Spawn unboxing and listen to my kids yell in the background. But I got some cool comments on there. I still have not seen a lot of people post about the figure, so that's pretty cool. Got a decent amount of views on it, so I'll take that.
What's
And
decent?
I think it was like 140, which
Not
for
bad.
me and my little channel, I'll fucking take that all day. So yeah.
Not bad for a subtitled video, huh?
Yeah, right? Yeah, pretty much. One that you kind of gotta watch in like bits and pieces because you might go, oh shit, I don't want kids, so I'm turning this off. But yeah, other than that, yeah, I kind of already spoiler alerted it, but I will not be here next Friday. I just found this out. Believe it or not, my wife's work is having a Christmas party next Friday. Yes, I said that correctly. They are having a Christmas party next Friday, and I will be attending that. So
You gonna get
Why?
drunk?
don't know. I mean, that is definitely the plan.
I don't think you have a choice, honestly.
Which part? Getting drunk or you were
No, you don't have a choice of going or not.
Oh no, for sure. I mean, the fact that we were all here on Valentine's Day kind of got to make up for that. So
Oh, I see how it is.
yeah. But yeah, and then you will catch me at Hucklebee's on Sunday morning breakfast. So
Say that because that doesn't
I'll be there.
make sense.
Oh,
that's it.
you
No
yelled
more
at?
content planned, huh?
Oh.
That wasn't me
Thought it
getting
hurts.
yelled at. I'm not
Oh.
getting yelled at least right now.
Well, that might have been Monica. She's talking about like some work shit and
Does she not
just
know that we're
really
doing the show?
enthusiastic. Oh, that's what I'm saying, dude. I already
Does she
texted
know?
her,
Does
like,
she not know you're being
hey.
broadcasted right now?
Is
I
she
know,
trying to
she's
follow us
talking
and
all
help
this
us get to
shit.
600?
Uh,
Damn.
All these kids, dude. What the?
What is
This
that?
is, this is crazy,
that's
man.
not me, dude.
All right, guys, I gotta watch Love Is Blind. This has been fun. Thanks to the chat for rocking out with us. We really appreciate it. Even though we were super late today. I mean, I don't remember the last time we were 22 minutes late. So if you think about it, we've only been online for
2 hours and 11
2
minutes and 51 seconds. Yeah.
yeah.
The timer
Hold on.
doesn't change just
I'm
because
trying to
you're
do the
late, for
math on
record.
I don't
The
know
timer is
what.
still the timer.
Yeah. And thanks to everyone that showed up today on the panel. We really appreciate it. It's always a good time. It's always a fun time. And go show some love tomorrow at Rob's Fat Stacks. I won't be able to because I'll be water poloing. But if I could drop
Does your
in,
phone
I
work?
will. I mean, it does, but I gotta like watch a game and stuff. So
Nah, do you?
logistics, dude.
Do you really? I mean,
I might, dude. If there's a quiz afterwards, I want to pass. So
Yeah, I guess.
the kids swam this way, they swam that
Right.
way.
Right.
They threw a
swam
ball
this way some
here.
more. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
They're underwater and they have
they blew a
cap on.
whistle.
You can't even tell which one's your kid once they're all in there anyways.
All you have to
And
do
as
is-
always, if you want to buy some comics on his merch, link in the description. James won't be here next week apparently, but we will. And until then, low grades for life.